welcome back to Flyer Update. I'm Mark Deal with Flyer Media Productions, and today I'm joined by Rusty Gwost, principal of Lindbergh Elementary School. Welcome, Rusty.
Thanks, Mark, for having me.
Today we want to talk a little bit about some of the new things that are happening over at Lindbergh Elementary School this fall. And to get us started, Rusty, why don't you just give us an update on some new staff members in your building?
Yeah, so with every year, we always have changeover, and this year is no different. We have some new staff joining us, and we're excited to welcome them to the Lindbergh family. And we still have some staff that we're still getting in place. It's been a busy last couple of weeks, but first out of the gate is Alicia Check. She'll be joining our DCD program, a very special part of our building and our culture, and so we're really excited to welcome her and looking forward to what she will bring those kids in that area. Jessica Peterson is joining us this year, and she'll be doing 5th grade band. We know she comes with a lot of band experience, and so we're super excited about having her join us. Nicole Brambrink is our new speech clinician. She'll be doing speech services in our building, and really excited. She will be a very popular person because that's always been a big part of our special ed program. And then I have Emily Neibauer, who will be joining us in 2nd grade. She'll be a new 2nd grade teacher, and along with her is Katie LeBlanc. They are 2 new members of our 2nd grade team. We're really excited about having them with us, and looking forward to seeing that 2nd grade team come together. Carrie Harkin, a former Flyer, who's been coming back and helping us out in some long-term situations, will be with us again this fall. We have 2 special ed teachers who are out on maternity leave early in the fall, and so Carrie will be one of the people helping us out in our EBD area, and Abigail Shalanka will be helping us in our LD services for a brief stay while one of our staff members is out. So we're looking forward to bringing in some great people to keep the ship going in the right direction, and it should be fun for the kids and for them to be a part of our building.
So Rusty, we've got some new programs that are going to be happening in your building as well. Talk about some of the changes, like for instance, with the breakfast program.
Yeah, so it's been an ongoing conversation in our building, on our leadership teams. Teachers have talked about it. I know parents have been interested. One of the things we really wanted to look at doing was implementing breakfast in the morning before school starts. And having kids come in and get the opportunity to go through the line and be in the cafeteria and probably get an opportunity at a warm breakfast each morning. Certainly we see the value in making sure that those little people get something warm in their stomach to start the day before school. I'll be sending out more details as we get closer to open house in the start of the year, but we're really excited about working this out. There's going to be, with that comes some change. We're going to encourage kids to get off the bus, or when they get dropped off or walk, they come right to the cafeteria, grab their breakfast. It shouldn't take too long to eat, and then they can go out and play or go to their area where they're assigned. And we're hoping that by the time the bell rings at 8:20 that all of our children will be fed and be able to enter the classroom and get ready to start their day and not have to eat breakfast in the room. Teachers at open house will be sharing out PIN numbers for kids so they can start practicing those PIN numbers. It's a 4-digit number that they will need to know so that they can enter that and get accounted for their lunch or breakfast. And we're hoping that after a couple of weeks we'll have everybody trained, and we're feeling really good about offering this opportunity to our families and our kids.
Great. So you also have a new math curriculum at Lindbergh this year. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, super excited. Having a new curriculum is always exciting. It's current. It offers so many tools for our teachers at all levels. And I think we're just going to greatly benefit from this opportunity. A new curriculum offers us a diagnostic assessment, a chance to really get a finer lens in looking at where kids are with their math skills. And then, of course, giving us lots of support, lots of opportunities to support where kids need that help. It's going to bring a common language to our building and our whole district. Kids from year to year will be hearing the same things, a lot of consistency. And I think the resources, just being current, the technology pieces, it's certainly going to benefit us. And we've been successful as a math as a math building. Our success has been good, and I only see this making us stronger as our teachers are a little bit more connected, and we have some of the same resources. It's exciting, and it's also going to allow kids to fly. Those kids that that are ready to move on from the standards that they've learned, that there's certainly going to be, it's without limits. It's not going to hold them back. They are going to be allowed to fly, and that teacher will have those resources. And the same goes for those kids who we discover need a little bit more of that foundational skill work. We can support them as well. So I'm really excited about what this will mean to our kids' district.
Great, and I know you also are pushing for, or making a literacy push over at Lindbergh. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so not just at Lindbergh, our whole district. In fact, I would say our whole community. I think there's just no doubt about the importance of literacy. The biggest responsibility we have in academically probably is teaching literacy and reading to our kids. And of course, our goal is that we want all of them, 100% of them, to be reading by 3rd grade. The importance of building a strong foundation in literacy and teaching kids to read so that once they learn to read, they can read to learn. And there's no doubt that 4th and 5th grade and then those middle school years on to high school, when our kids can read to learn, all classes make more sense. They're less frustrating. We're certainly more confident as people and as learners when we have that foundation. And so we've recognized that that's something that we need to do and do well, and we can't, there's no room for error here. And so we're not only going to ramp up reading in our district and in our buildings, but we're going to ask for this to be a whole community effort. We need your help. Parents and people in the community, please recognize the importance of reading whenever possible. Talk to kids about books, help kids get into books, read with your children. Have conversations so they learn language, and we hope that we'll have a whole support from the whole village can be involved in making this effort successful.
Great. So Rusty, you've had some projects happening over at your building, some renovation projects. You want to talk a little bit about some of those things?
Yeah, our building is such a beautiful building, and it's a great place for our kids to come every day, and we're blessed with that. But our building has been, there's parts of our building that are older and parts of our building that are newer, and whenever you put a building together like that, there's always things that, just like owning a home, that you have to keep current and update, and with Lindbergh it's no different. This year we have some projects down in our kitchen area. We're going to do some flooring, and we've got a grease trap that needs to be swapped out. Some plumbing things that we want to get ironed out better and make it more efficient in the kitchen. The flooring is going to be changed. And then we've got some drinking stations that are outdated. We're going to update those, and including some bottle filling areas, which have been really popular with kids, so that they can not have to stand in line and wait for a drink, but can fill their bottle and have a bottle for the day. Also, our hand washing stations. We've had a couple hand washing stations that have been we've been putting Band-Aids on and repairing over the years, and we're excited that we're going to be able to replace that and make those current as well to keep little hands clean in our building. And then also a very popular area or space in our building is our Performing Arts Center. The PAC is super popular throughout the day, not only for performances, but also for just supporting kids and helping them with movement activities, a quiet place to work sometimes. It's our indoor recess area when kids need to be inside. And so we're going to get that recarpeted down the road, and that's going to be a really nice upgrade and make that spot even friendlier for those people who need to use it throughout the day.
Those are some exciting projects, for sure. So, Rusty, you have quite the custodial crew over there at Lindbergh that have really had to step up this year in a really trying year. So,
yeah. So if you're familiar with Lindbergh, then you know that our head custodian, Troy Murphy, is a big part of our culture and a very popular person, not only with staff, but with many of our students. And Troy is in a battle right now with cancer, and so he's had to be on a leave, and that's created a big hole, not only physically with the work that he does every day, but just the energy and the presence that he brings in our building. And certainly right now we miss him, and we've created an army, and we've circled that around Troy, and we're trying to support him, called Troy's Troops. We had a t-shirt order earlier this year. I'm hoping that maybe we'll do another one down the road just to show Troy our support. But we know that that's going to be a big vacancy this year, and I'm super proud. Troy's group, Lowell Bannock and Neil, Rosie and Jolene, they have all just stepped up. Never a complaint that we're short a position, and it's big enough to take on the cleaning duties in the off season when kids are gone to get the building ready for the next year, but then also to have as much traffic as we have, and then the building projects we have going on. We've had to work around construction. I'm just so thankful for all that they have done, and I know that they're going to continue to keep our plane in the air and heading in the right direction until we can get Troy back with.
Yeah, all of our thoughts and prayers go out to Troy during this time. Rusty, you have a open house coming up later in August here. You want to just give dates and times for that?
Yeah, finally we get to get children back in the building, and I say it all the time. Elementary schools are a lonely place without the kids, and it's great to see so many staff coming in August and getting ready for the kids. And we are super excited to open the doors and get all the families back on August 30th. That's a Wednesday night from 4 to 6. This year a little different. Our students didn't find out who their teachers are, their classroom teachers are on open house, or on our district registration day, because we're still filling many of our sections. And so open house night will be the night for the kids to come in and get down to that area where their classrooms are and start checking class lists and find out who your teacher is. It's a one-stop shop at Lindbergh. You can come and meet our social workers, our nurse, our office staff if you need any support. Food service will be there. And then we're just looking forward to having a chance to meet families and share out information about the upcoming year and get ready for that start right after Labor Day.
Great. So Rusty, as you look forward to the school year, what excites you the most?
It's having the staff and students back. Elementary schools are just the greatest place on earth. I'm so lucky to go to work every day and work with little kids and the great adults that come to our building and serve those kids. Their energy, their smiles. I always tell people, boy, if you think you're having a tough day, go talk to an elementary age child and you'll forget all about what's bothering you. They're the pulse of our building and our community. And I'm so excited to see the kids again. And I know the staff are feeling that way. We have a lot of people coming in, and Lindbergh Elementary is an exciting place to be, and I'm real proud to be a part of that.
Awesome. Well, Rusty, thank you so much for joining us today to bring us these highlights about what's coming up for the next school year. And thank you to you for watching. We hope to see you next time on Flyer Update.
Thanks, Mark.